Probably the single most important discussion in all of penny roll hunting, um, amateur numismatics, and coin collecting is the difference between shelving and what a lot of people call true double die. Now, I took out a penny roll that I thought was going to give me a lot of zinc, and it looks like it's a lot of copper. Oh, this is one of the, somebody sent me some penny rolls, like $5 last year, and I put a little cross on it to remind me that it was theirs, and I guess I just got to it. So, um, probably searched in the sense of that the person went through penny rolls and then sent me, ones with copper or something that they liked. All right, so back to the topic at hand. So I'm gonna keep talking about this topic until until I run into something that's very interesting on the penny roll hunting. So recently I found a 1969 S, and it had doubling on the Liberty and some of it on the motto, and maybe even a little bit on the date. And you can watch the video if you go back. You could probably put 69S and find it. I don't think I even wrote 69S in the title one, but it's one of the previous episodes to this episode. This is episode. I don't want to make a guess out of it. 591. Yeah, it was episode. I think it was. It could have been the previous episode. Five. No, I think it was 590. 589. There was part one and part two to that episode. But anyway, one of the previous episodes that you could type into this. It's a very beautiful copper penny. And I found the 69S with doubling on it. Now, I honestly I know nothing about the 69S. All I know is that I saw this really, really strong doubling on it, woody lamination error. And I got really excited about it. And then I looked up some price. I only found one graded on all of eBay. I'll put this to the side. The wheat cents I'll put to the side. Unless they're all wheat cents, then I'll look through them. And I was like, oh, it was $200,000. But I noticed that the doubling on the one in the graded on eBay that they wanted $200,000 for, it was very strong doubling. It was you can see the two separate. You can take one Liberty and put it over the next Liberty. That's how strong. Same thing, but it was throughout the coin. It was the "In God We Trust." It was the date, everything except for the mint mark, which was something had to do with the repunching and all that. Not the repunching, but the punching. So I saw $200,000. I got very excited, and I was like, "Wow, this is an expensive penny." And I said, "Okay." So I did a little bit of research on it, and there were hardly any other. There were no other 69S's that I could find. I think there might have been a picture of one. If you watch the videos again, you could see my research that I did. Oh, that's pretty cool. Put it to the side. So the more I kept looking, obviously, the more I kept realized. So now I had to research the 1969 S um, through literature, stuff that was written on it. And the more and more I read on it, the more and more I kept finding that everything pointed to this one. Oh, that's wicked, man. That is wicked. Totally missing the I in liberty. Oh, wow. That's money. That's shmoney. Shmoney. That's shmoney. Wow. Now, is it now? And look, you don't see really, no, you don't see any line going up. And so, I mean, it's not like these, remember that they're pressed into, right? So it's not like you could just chop it off cleanly. No, this one is, it has a filled in gutter. The impression on the die is filled in. There's something filled into it. And look at the B. Oh, that's cool, man. That's a cheese penny. I mean, it's super duper clean. Usually you could see a little bit of the letter still lying around. Yeah, that might be a 20, 30. It might be more than 20, 30 bucks. That's our first zinc that we found today. This is our first zinc. That's pretty crazy. All right. I really don't want to break this up into two parts, but I might have to. It's just between me talking and the ridiculous amount of copper we're finding in here. Let me at least try to get to the end of this topic before I go to break, and you'll have to watch the next video for part 2. So the more research I did, this is what I found out. I know this is long and drawn out, but that's what numismatics is, long and drawn out. It's taken me 2 years to still make a mistake and take a few hours of research to realize I would not have even realized this or been able to understand what I was reading 2 years ago. You understand? That's the difficulty of numismatics. Coin collecting just means you're able to look at prices of a coin, research it. You might only collect one type or the other, and you might be getting fooled here and there, but you really don't know anything. That's not numismatics. Numismatics is research. That's nice toning. Is researching and understanding the linguistics, the language of that, the syntax, that learning the definitions. That's a nice machine doubling. It's got that interesting line there too. I'll put that to the side. So anyway, that's what numismatics is, and there's a big difference between coin collecting and numismatics. There is some overlap but you have to do the work. Coin collecting takes no education. Numismatic takes your ability. You have to have reading comprehension for numismatics. That's the difference between the two. If I had to give it a quick definition between numismatics and coin collecting, one takes a significant amount of reading comprehension, and the other one does not. I mean, the other one takes a mouse and a clicker and going to eBay, and now you're a coin collector. It's that simple. Now, if you want to say the difference between a good coin collector and a bad coin collector, that's something different. That's a whole nother video, a whole nother discussion. That's very subjective. But if I buy a 1969 red penny NGC MS 66, and you buy the same graded penny, I don't care if you got a 200 IQ. We got the same damn penny. You understand? So you could be the smart, and I could be, short bus, and we still got the same penny. It don't matter. So there's no IQ. You don't need reading comprehension. You don't have to have a million word vocabulary. Nothing. You don't have to understand English. Nothing. Nothing. You don't need nothing to be a coin collector. But to be a numismatist, you need reading comprehension. You have to understand complicated words and complicated ideas. Be able to put this word with that word into a sentence and then grasp meaning from it. If this coin has that type of a tilt versus this type, what it means. And you have to understand also the whole minting process, right? Because it's first squeeze, second squeeze, rotation in this direction, when the mint mark, if the mint is a mint, and again I'm talking, and then you have to understand the different types of denominate. Forget it, man. It's the reason why people get made fools of on websites is because of the mistake I made, right? So I made the mistake 2 years ago. I wouldn't have been able to self correct, right? No one corrected me. I corrected myself. 2 years ago, someone would have had to step in and say, "Hey, Jess, that's this, that, and the other thing," and then I would have had to research what they told me, right? Because I got direction now from what someone told me, and I would have had to research what they said to either agree to it or disagree with it. All right, I will look at this penny though, for the next penny. So, well, we're gonna have to finish this topic in the second episode. The point being that the 1969 S is probably not a double die, and during the next part, I will discuss episode 592. I will discuss shelving. It's an extremely important topic. Tune in for subscribers. Tune in tomorrow. My members get to listen to the second half of this discussion right now. Okay, let's look at I almost pressed the off button without looking at the 1 wheat cent we got. So all of you who stood here to the end, you got to see the wheat cent. Everyone else who checked out, well, I guess not. All right. So first of all, beautiful condition. Is it MS? Man, with a little conservation, I don't know. It's a tough one. From the reverse side, I'm saying that is great looking. I mean, high AU. I mean, I would put this like an AU 58, maybe an AU 56 without even cleaning it up at all. Without any conservation, I would say probably like an AU 56 up to like an MS 60. Okay. 45D. Now on the front, obviously you got higher points, with the Lincoln. It looks a little bit more worn. So I'm gonna probably stick with the mid AU grade on this. Very nice penny to find, 1945 Denver. What's it worth? These things, they're not that. Let me see real quick. The 45D, 1945D wheat penny. L on rim. What a bunch of stupid people. There, it's $1. All right, this one's probably is it better condition than the one I'm looking at for $1.18? Nah, just about exactly the same. I mean, could it be extra fine? It could be. So they want $1. They want $1.18 for the 95D. So it's a $1 penny. So again, I don't know if the person, cherry picked these pennies or not, or if they just, try to. I mean, there was a few zincs. I don't know if this is really from just somebody's piggy bank and they threw it into some rolls, which means it's unsearched. All right, tune in for the next episode. We'll finish our discussion on shelving, and how that relates to that 1969 S from couple episodes ago. All right, God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.